I get a lot of questions about how gender can just be assigned at birth. How do you assign a gender? This is how. So when we're born, we're assigned one of two different sugar packets. There's the pink one for girls and the blue one for boys. The way they determine which sugar packet you get is an educated guess based on your body. So typically when people have bodies like mine, they will give you a blue sugar packet. Now, I held on to this blue sugar packet for many years and I never liked it. In fact, I always thought it was a terrible fit for me. I'm just not an equal person. In fact, I'm more of an enjoy person. But I was given the sugar packet. What am I supposed to do? Now here's the rub. You're given a sugar packet, but you actually have another sugar packet in your pocket that is your true sugar packet. So I, 27 years in, looked in my pocket and found out, ooh, the pink one was here all along. I actually am an enjoy pink sugar packet. So I got rid of the blue sugar packet, goodbye, and fully embrace myself as an enjoy sugar packet in 2024.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Now, I know it's been said a million times and it probably doesn't need to be said again, but since we're here, nothing is assigned at birth. The doctor makes an observation. That's it. That's it. Anyway, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So I have a fairly quick and slightly crazy Cloud World update for you guys today, and as usual, we have no time to waste, so let's get into it. Now, if you place your attention on the screen for a moment, so this was posted in a subreddit called Trans Passing. So this fellow, who is a biological man that identifies as a trans woman and calls himself a transbian or trans lesbian, posted this photo. The caption says, "Am I getting close?"
No. No, man. Shit, no, man.
Let's keep this party rolling with this lovely lady, Hillary, who says she's a regretful 2016 Donald Trump voter and that she will be voting for Joe Biden in the upcoming election. All right, enough. Our country is literally being gutted. It's been happening for decades. These people think Donald Trump's the bad guy? Give me a fucking break. Roll it.
Hillary. I'm from Newport Beach, California. I am a regretful 2016 Donald Trump voter. I thought that a lot of the bombast was just shtick Trump was using during 2016 to attract a certain kind of voter. That I admit to my naivete, and was paid back for it, as the country was during his administration. However, January 6th was the capper. And any respect that I had for the Republican Party was gone. In 2024, I will be affirmatively casting my vote for Joe Biden. I'm not a Democrat. I subscribe to small c conservatism, but I do believe that this is a hinge point election. And I would encourage anybody who cares about the existence of living in a democratic republic to go ahead and cast their vote for Joe Biden. You cannot like his policies like I do. You can have some concerns, wide-ranging bit of concerns. But the bottom line is I believe that a vote for Donald Trump may very well be the end of the republic as we know it. And once a liberal democracy is gone, who knows if it'll come back.
What the hell did you just say?
In 2024, I will be affirmatively casting my vote for Joe Biden.
Because she's an idiot or she's insane.
All right, next up we have this young lady, I presume. Looks like her neck is completely covered in tattoo ink, yet she gets pissed when people ask her about her tattoos. Imagine that.
I can't leave my fucking house without hearing, "Did it hurt? Did your tattoos hurt?" You sound fucking dumb. You sound like an idiot. You sound stupid. Did your tattoos hurt? Excuse me, ma'am, excuse me. Did your tattoos hurt? I just tried to go to Target. I'm wearing a 2X t-shirt right now, and I can't stop getting bothered by men. Do you have any idea how fucking frustrating frustrating it is. 3 times before I got in my car from my house. Did your tattoos hurt? Of course they did, you fucking moron! You sound so dumb! Leave me alone!
What a bitch.
Now, as some of you know, I am in recovery, and back in the day, there really wasn't a whole lot out there that I wouldn't ingest into my body to feel some type of way. However, I have never heard of this, and I thought I'd heard it all. Roll it.
Jenum is where somebody poops in a jar, seals it up, lets it marinate, and then comes back to get high off of it later. I know this because I own a vacant property in which I opened the shed and I found a mason jar full of poop. And then I did my research. How's your day going?
That's fucking disgusting. Oh, I'm gonna throw up.
Now, I don't necessarily think that that's actually a thing. Maybe there's just a homeless person living in her vacant property and they wanted to keep their living space tidy and didn't want their poo everywhere, so they went in a mason jar and stuck it on the shelf. Doubt they were taking the lid off and smelling it. And that's not going to get anyone jammed anyway. It's just going to make them throw up everywhere and make it worse of a mess. Anyway, next up, so I'm sure you guys remember the Genderless Dragon. We may have seen this clip here on the channel before. There's all these clips of this fella floating around, so if we've seen it, I apologize, but it's entertaining nonetheless. Roll it.
Balls, you know, down there at the danglers. Yeah, I had them removed in 2018. It's called an orchiectomy, as I consider myself to be a genderless dragon, and I will at some point get a full penectomy, and I will have no gender, no genitalia to identify my gender. I love that. Yeah. Bye-bye, balls. Bye-bye. It's been nice loving you.
That's fucking weird, huh? Holy shit. What the hell was that all about?
All right, next up, this individual who is a biological man that identifies as a trans woman says that not giving kids puberty blockers is equal to child abuse. What? Roll it.
I am a human being. I'm a trans woman. I exist. I am real, and trans children are real too. I was a trans child. Trans and non-binary children deserve access to medical care that will make them happy, that will help them cope with the distress of being born in the incorrect body. And to be honest, denying them of puberty blockers, denying them of this treatment is nothing short of child abuse. It must be overturned. The pause on puberty blockers being prescribed to trans and non-binary children in Scotland must be withdrawn. It must be resumed. Care and access to puberty blockers must be resumed for all trans and non-binary children.
You fucking crazy, man. You sound insane. Do you realize that? You should be medicated.
This next clip is a direct result of the body positivity movement, also known as the fat acceptance movement. So they tell people like this, oh, big is beautiful, stunning and brave, blah, blah, blah. This isn't good. This isn't good at all. Roll it.
Hey y'all, my mama cooked. I got some homemade baked beans, pasta salad,
Real baked beans.
and we got some pulled pork sandwich with homemade slaw. Homemade. This ain't no store-bought nothing. Nathan. And we got us a little Sprite.
Tastes so good, make you wanna.
Man, do the Harlem Shake. My mama don't miss. She don't miss. She don't miss. Look at that. Look at that pasta salad.
Look at me, I'm a big fat slob.
Hey, real quick, before we go any further, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsors of today's video. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to let this loop on the screen. Now, this is actually a throwback to Weezy's first ever OOTN, or Outfit of the Night, on TikTok. So enjoy. Anyway, today's video is being brought to us by our first sponsor, is Brian Tresser. Brian, thank you so much, sir, for sponsoring today's video. I really appreciate the kind words, generosity, and support. And you guys are going to be hearing Brian's name on here for at least the next week or so, because he sponsored several videos. So once again, Brian, thank you so much for sponsoring today's video. Second sponsor of today's video is the Etsy store, Red Clover Fields. Now, many of you know that is my wife's Etsy store. She's got some fantastic stuff on her website, stuff I use every day. So if you're looking to get away from Big Pharma and looking to get into some more natural remedies, definitely go peruse her store. I will put a link to that in the description box below. So once again, today's video sponsors are Brian Tresser and the Etsy store, Red Clover Fields. Now, if you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below, and I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. All right, I think we've seen enough of Weezy for one day. Get this off the screen, please. Ugh.
That boy is a P.I.G. pig.
Now, I showed a clip of this young lady here on the channel several months ago. We can said her son came out and now identifies as a cat. Well, she's going to give us an update on that whole situation. And after I showed that clip, a lot of you guys in the comments section said that it wasn't real, it was parody, that she was joking. And the only thing I have to say is, in the clown world that we're living in today, where the lines between parody and reality have become so skewed, how is anyone to know? Roll it.
My son that identifies as a cat has been pissing all over my parents' house, and I think it's hilarious. To give you a little backstory, my parents kicked me out of their house a few weeks ago because I won't get a job, and I also kept leaving dirty dishes in the kitchen. So they're like, get out. And I said, you can't kick me out because I have kids. You can't put kids out on the street. And they said, your kids can stay. You got to go. So I've been living with my brother the past few weeks. But my son, he called me, and he's been telling me my parents aren't providing him with a litter box because they keep telling him, you're not a cat, you're a human. You got to use the toilet. And which I think is really disrespectful, by the way, because it's like he had the courage to come out to us as a cat, and now you're just invalidating his identity, but that's a whole other thing. But he's been calling me, he's upset because they won't provide him with a litter box, and I said, well, baby, why don't you just pee on the floor where you want your litter box to be? And he's been doing it, and now my parents are calling me, they're mad. I'm like, give the boy a litter box, I don't know what to tell you. And I told my parents, I said, you let me move back in, I'll take care of this issue, I'll resolve it, but until then, you're out of luck.
Aw, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Alright guys, I've had far too much brain age for one day, and I'm fairly certain you guys have too. So let's wrap it up with this clip of the senile, corrupt old fool that occupies the White House, former Vice President Joe Biden. Now this is just so sad and so pathetic. He's giving a speech here, and he's just staring at the teleprompter with those dead eyes. And he can't deviate from the teleprompter, God forbid. And it says 4 more years, and then he reads the word pause after it. I mean, this isn't the first time we've seen him do the Ron Burgundy thing, but it just begs the question, how much longer are they going to keep this charade up? Anyway, things are clearly getting very crazy out there, guys, so please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time, I love you guys. Peace. Roll it.
Imagine what we can do next. 4 more years. Pause. 4 more years. 4 more years. 4 more years. 4 more years. Pause. 4 more years. 4 more years.
Are you retarded?
And you ain't black.